So Swamp Knight is one of the heroes you can unlock in dungeons. I believe you only unlock Swamp Knight once you complete Crypt's Part 2. You got to complete that quest line to actually unlock him. Now this is what he looks like, but what exactly is his ability? So he has Shockwave, Warcry and Going Commando, three decent ones for soldiers. Now his perk is a very long-winded one, so I'm going to have to shorten it down massively in the thumbnail. Anyway, so he's got Unearthly Treat Plus, increases damage versus miss monsters by up to 42% based on the percentage of your missing health. So if you lose 42%, you're doing an extra 42% damage, only against miss monsters though. In addition, taking damage has a 45% chance to conjure a Phantasm, which targets a nearby enemy, dealing 62 base energy damage in a 0.5 tower radius, 1.5 second cooldown. That's basically that little purple orb that flies out and does a decent amount of damage to nearby enemies. Now, I've gone for a build that will somewhat utilize his health, but also that Phantasm. I'm not too sure if I'm going to actually use him to do damage against miss monsters, because you got to be low health and miss monsters can one-shot you sometimes, especially takers. But yeah, we got Blast from the Past, removes our shields but increases our health massively. Saurian Hide, so while we have no shield, we have extra armor, which means we've basically got more damage resistance. Saurian Claws, so it adds our current health to melee weapon damage. I'm not sure why I've got that one on there, but we've got it there. I'm going to hopefully go with some decent melee build. Bomb Suit, again, increase the armor. Battle Beat, eliminating 10 enemies in 9 seconds, grants us Rocking Riff, which just increases our melee attack speed. And then Survivalist, just to keep us alive. Now this is the first hero build I'm going with this. I might change it up if I'm not satisfied with it, if I think it's too weak or it's just useless, but let's get into a mission. Okay, so I've just entered I don't even know what power level this mission was. I just hit a random mission. Now I'm going to be using the Brood Slicer since I'm making it a melee build, but let's just see if we can get the melee attacks to get the Phantasm. There we go. Again, it's minimal damage. It's not too much damage, but look at that. I mean, it's alright, I guess. That is good. Now, combine that. Say if you're going through a horde of enemies like this, swinging like mad, and you're going to be taking hits off enemies. But I think it's really good because it can somewhat protect you in a small way. Let me try and find an encampment. Try and do an encampment by myself because I can't find the right words for this, but you're constantly swinging around. You're also taking damage to nearby enemies. You can also put, is it slow your roll? I believe it's called slow your roll, where when enemies hit you, they get frozen, which could also work with this as well. Again, we're doing extra damage, but I mean that was decent. But again, I'm using a different weapon, and the damage with the weapon, I'm not sure. With miss monsters, I don't think it is worth having a build just to do a bit of extra damage against miss monsters when you have less health. I think the Phantasm's a lot better for this guy. Definitely for a melee build anyway. Right, I need to find an encampment. None marked on the map, so I'm going to have to do a lot of searching. I'll get back to you. I've got the encampment. Now, again, I'm going to try and do this. Take a bit of damage in the process, but also swing. I want to be taking hits off enemies. There's the Phantasm. It helps massively. It really does. Oh, someone's come to save me. Well, we had a little glimpse of it then. There we go. Works again. It is decent though. I do like that. Again, these new heroes, I mean, some people call them just collection book material. I mean, I understand that. But they can be good in their own way. I do like this guy for melee. You just get overwhelmed by enemies sometimes. Come on, hit me. Overwhelmed by enemies, and then that comes in. Look, it's minimal damage. It really is minimal, but it's just enough to maybe eliminate an enemy. You one hit and you've not crit on, or he's almost gone. He's about to down you, but that Phantasm has saved your life a bit there. Again, the extra damage against miss monsters. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that at all. But yeah, that's it so far. Now let's hopefully get this defense going. I've just noticed it says taking damage. It doesn't say taking damage by husks. So what I'm going to try and do is deliberately take fall damage. And maybe it'll work against the husks. I've got no idea how this works. And I've messed that up completely. Just deliberately take damage. And again, this got a 45% chance. See if it works though. Take fall damage. I don't think it is. What about I think the little affliction thing it applies though. can make it happen twice. Again, let's try and take fall damage. Yeah, I think you're going to take damage off enemies. Let's keep it going. The Phantasm is really good though. Again, you're going to be swinging through these. These husks are going to be dying. But look, that was a perfect... These are perfect examples there. When I'm swinging, but you're not managing to actually eliminate those fire enemies. That Phantasm there, I think it finished off the Husky, which is exactly what you want. Again, it's saving durability on your weapons as well. Look at this. Oh! I think it works on ranged attacks by husks as well, which is actually really good. So you don't have to be right up in the face. I mean, you don't have to have a melee build for this, but I've just gone for melee build because you're most likely going to take damage if you're using a melee build. That's why I've gone for it. Yeah, let's get ready to defend. Boop! There we go. I don't even know if we're ready actually, but we are now. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to be right in them. What are these? So we're losing 50% damage as well because physical on fire. Yeah, this is somewhat working exactly how I thought it was going to. Again, it's just a tiny bit of extra damage. And I think Blast from the Past was good with this because this weapon, again, people say these weapon set as well as the heroes are collection book material. Because you lose health with it, but I tell you what, this is actually alright. Blast from the Past with Survivalist with these new weapons is nice. I feel like the Phantasm, when it lands though, it's a bit too loud. It is working quite decent. Like, if you're not noticing, some husks that I'm not next to are getting eliminated. I don't have to do it. I'm going to have to quickly put this over there because a smash is getting through. It's going to defend this. You're not getting through here. I've just realised he's a soldier, isn't he? Well, I mean, I completely forgot he wasn't a soldier. Or was a soldier. I have Warcry as well. So if he gets to that point, here's a smasher. I'm going to make him hit us so he doesn't hit the objective. Warcry. So the extra damage is alright. Again, you don't even notice it. Fire, physical on fire. Right, I'm just going to patrol the outside. Heal him. This is not going to plan. Maybe we should have upgraded everything. I'm just going to go around and upgrade everything now. While the spawns are flipped. Right, upgrade all this. Oh, Twine Peaks players. Twine Peaks players. Wood on fire. No, no. Oh, no. These were nature enemies. They'll be building with metal. Guaranteed. Anyway. Just keep an eye out. It's going to be hard to track this, but you can see every like 1 or 2 seconds a Phantasm is spawning. And it's just a tiny bit of extra damage, which is the difference between a bit of durability or you going down or a husk downing a teammate. It's just a bit of a difference here. Again, look at that. Take a bit of range damage. Come on, hit me. I'm not getting hit. There we go, Phantasm eliminated that one in front of me. I do quite like this. Not for the Mist Monster, definitely for the Phantasm though. I think it's the best one of the Phantasms. What are the other ones? Headshots. Headshot eliminations have what, a 40%. I think the Teddy one as well. I forgot what the whole Teddy one was with the... I don't know what she was called. The ghost girl. I've not gone down. I honestly thought I would be go down a few times, but I think this build works well. I don't think I'll have a second game. I'm really... Yeah, I think it's quite useful as a melee, though. Only as a melee. Because I think if you're using a ranged weapon, the Phantasm only has a set amount of range. It can track an enemy before it stops tracking them. So definitely melee, because you're up close and personal with these husks. And then that... Again, your weapon could break. You'd be like, no, your weapon's just broke mid-battle. Let's say your weapon's broke. No, no, you need to craft a new one. You need to go out of your backpack. You can stand here, taking damage. The Phantasm, look, it's done about 99% damage to those guys. If I was just using my turrets properly, they would have gone. I could have pickaxed those guys and they would have gone then. Oh wow, the swing speed on this is feeling like it's just gone super slow. Yeah, I don't think Paleo Luna was good for this. Then again, I'm not sure what else I'd put on. I'm going to put a turret over here. Because I do want to do this mission. Don't want to fail it. Right, we should be doing up to 40 odd %. Nope, he's gone, never mind. should do an extra bit of damage against these. As long as we're under 50%, we're guaranteed to get that 42% extra damage. I just think it's a bit weird. I'm not a massive fan of losing health to do more damage. I don't see the point, because at high health you can do a ton of damage anyway. And a hero like Paleo Luna or Rex Jonesy is better to be at high health anyway. And Paleo Luna is arguably one of the best heroes in the game, especially for a melee build. Here we go. Warcry. Completely, I keep forgetting he's a soldier. I'm not used to melee soldiers. But I do quite like this idea. Do you reckon we'll go down in the storm? Look at my health, it's fluctuating a lot. But those phantasms are helping. I'm going to have to... That's not shockwave. Whoa, I didn't get the animation, or whatever you call it. Stay here, get the health regen, because I keep forgetting there's health regen. I need to get used to these new weapons. This is taking a while for the health regen though, and that's taking too long to actually regenerate. That's taking ages. We've got a mini-boss. Does it do more damage against mini-bosses? No, it's just mist monsters. Oh, we'll still tap the mini-boss. I don't have Warcry left. Oh no. Tank damage pulse. Right, you don't want damage pulse. You want to be at range when it's damage pulse, otherwise you're going down. Just going to attack these guys here. Again, load of husks coming through. They're not going to stand a chance because I'm doing a decent amount of damage. My phantasms help me out a bit. Yeah, look, it's minimal. It is minimal. You don't notice it as much on huskies, but husks, husklings, gunslingers, bee guys, whatever they're called. Yeah, you're going to notice it with them. You're going to feel like it does a lot of damage, but huskies, not so much. Oh, this damage pulse guy's doing a lot. I'm not sure if I'll be able to save my teammate here. Right, he's gone. He's gone. That's good. Again, I've not gone down. Come on, gunslinger. Bit of damage. I want to take a bit of damage from you, gunslinger. Quick. No. There's the phantasm. Yeah, I quite like this guy. Well, I think I've said it already, but I'm not a fan of the whole extra damage against mist monsters, because I'm thinking normally, if I had low health, normally, okay, I more than likely wouldn't push a mist monster anyway, because they just have that one-shot capability sometimes, especially takers. They can just swoop in and do a ton of damage. Smashers, they can clobber you and send you flying, and then down you if you take fall damage. Blasters, everyone seems to forget to build in Save the World to make cover, and it can hinder you sometimes. There we go. Let's get through you guys. Yeah, quite like it. Again, it's not noticeable, that extra damage, in my opinion. We'll get through these guys. How long have we got left? Got about 2 minutes left of this defense. Is that a physical smasher? It is. But it's hard to show you before and after extra damage. Oh no, we're going to fail this mission. Okay, we can fail the mission. I'm not really too bothered. Where on earth are they getting in? What are these traps? Power level 25 traps. Oh, no wonder. Oh, this is Twine Peaks. I mean, come on. What is this? What is this? I don't know what these Twine Peaks players do anymore. Please learn elements. Oh, I want to get the daily challenge done. Actually, now I want to complete this. Come on, learn the elements, guys. Learn the elements. One of the few reasons I don't play Save the World as much as I once did is because of randoms. I don't learn elements properly. Okay, wait 2 minutes. I was wondering we're gonna have to stay in there for 2 minutes. That was it though. I do quite like the Phantasm. Not a massive fan of the extra damage against mist monsters though, but to actually use the Phantasm, I think it's much better to have a melee build, because we didn't go down, and look at our health. We've got, what, 75% health? I was going to say 100%, but I have Blast from the Past, and so it's not going to heal me. Oh, it's not full. And well, that was Swamp Knight. Again, I'm just going to basically go over what I've said about 30 times already. I'm not a massive fan of losing health to do extra damage against mist monsters, because they're somewhat of the strongest enemies in the game. They can one-hit you at the right power levels. I do like the Phantasm though, which is why I'd made the melee build. I think if you're going to use him, you got to have to use a melee build really to make the Phantasm actually useful. I mean, it obviously will work if you're using a ranged guy, but you're just not going to be taking as much damage, and I don't think the Phantasm can go past a certain amount of tiles anyway. But again, I do quite like this. If you're going to go for a melee guy, he is decent. The survivability is quite good. We didn't go down with Blast from the Past on there as well. And the Phantasms, although they don't do, you know, like 100% damage, they do a lot of damage. I mean, it's not 100% on a husk, but it's still decent. I mean, it's the difference between a bit of extra durability. You can use that durability to another enemy. It's just every little bit of extra damage helps. Damage is damage, basically. But yeah, that is what I think of Swamp Knight. Let me know what you guys thought of this. And as always, thank you for watching.